Hi, tonight I come to you from Dehieshe refugee camp in Bethlehem. This is my second night here now in Palestine in the West Bank, and as you can see, I'm coming to you from a child's bedroom. I have been welcomed into this amazing family, and they are a Muslim family, which is totally cool. I didn't really think about that before I came here, but now I've spent some time in the last year living with a Jewish family, and just recently with an ex-Mormon family, and now with a Muslim family, and I'm just so excited by that. There's been quite a big language barrier the first night, but tonight we just kind of communicated and hung out in the kitchen for hours, and I ended up cooking them pancakes and accidentally putting in this lemon flavored oil, but it all worked out really well, and it was very funny. So yeah, I started volunteering today with an organization called Karama. In Arabic, this word means dignity, and today I taught a class of about 15 students aged 8 or 9 to 14, and I played this game with them where they got to go into groups, and they pulled out a card with a particular letter from the alphabet, and then in their group they had to, as quickly as possible, think of a whole lot of things starting with that letter on different categories like sport and famous people and food and animals and this sort of thing. So they had an absolute ball with this game. It was such a good thing to just get them thinking of vocabulary in English, and they were really great kids. They were very good with each other, and I'm just really excited about teaching this class. About an hour after this class, I had 2 young teenage boys, one in Year 9 and one in Year 10, come to me in my room upstairs and say, can you teach us some English? Can you help us with our English, please? And so I sat with them for about an hour, and yeah, we had a lot of fun just practicing some conversational stuff, and really realized that it's so simple. It's so simple to help in these places. I haven't done any training in teaching English as a second language. I'm sure that would help, but even without that, it's not so hard. These people are so open to learning, and you really realize that what you're doing is investing in their future and really helping them build something for their future. And the director here, he said yesterday, like, really after what they've been through, that there isn't any hope, and my spirit always kind of drowns when I hear someone say that. But he said we tell the children a lie. He said we tell them there is hope. What else can we do? And he said it's so important for them, for their physical, their mental, their emotional well-being, that we really give them this boost. He said, but look at the situation here. He said, what hope is there? And he's working at so many different levels. And I know he's been through a lot and seen so many people killed and injured, and I'm sure probably he's been injured himself, in this conflict. The young guy who's the eldest in this family, Gasson, he's just been my guardian angel since I got here, and he walks me everywhere through the camp. And this afternoon when we were walking home, he said that you just missed the military. They were here the other day, and they came at 2 o'clock in the morning. and another lady was telling me today how Dehieshe has just been the center of this conflict, and the last few intifada's, this place has really been battered, just hit hard, and I want to try and understand where the people here are coming from. That's a very challenging thing to me, to understand some of what they have been through that gives them the perspective that they have, and what drives them, because they're trapped. I mean, most of them, they can't leave this territory, and even here it is an occupied territory. Their freedom is completely limited, and they're in danger. I can't even fathom what that would be like. I know that I can leave here whenever I want. I mean, the thing that really hit me yesterday as we were coming through the checkpoint, I thought, I'm cool. I have an Australian passport. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. How come I'm not even a resident of this country, this region, yet I'm the one with the rights? It's just crazy. It's really crazy. So these are the things that I'm learning here. I'm so fortunate to have had another angel who came and escorted me here. In fact, she gave me a whole day's and night's introduction to this place. We came, her name is Lisa. She's a Canadian woman who's been living here, on and off, but living here for many, many years, and also doing some work here in Dehieshe, in the refugee camp, running winter camps and summer camps for children with another organisation called Lighting Candles. And last night we went to visit a man who was living here in Dehieshe in the refugee camp, and his family is still here, but he left to go back to his land, and his land is on the outskirts of Bethlehem, and it's just overlooking the checkpoint. It's quite a funny story in some ways, that his land has been in his family for generations and generations, and they've always been at the center of this division of land. And anyway, he's living there in a cave, and he has this beautiful permaculture garden and growing all the same plants and fruits and vegetables that his grandparents and his forefathers grew, and he has such a sense of pride in that. But the most important thing that he's doing is he's welcoming people into his home, just to speak a message of love and peace. And I was fortunate to be able to record him speaking, and I'm going to upload those videos of his story. It's just amazing. We actually got let off on the wrong road and ended up getting to his place by climbing across these rocky fields and mountains in the dark, covered in thorns by the end of it. But that was my first day in Palestine. I really got out there and into the place, with Lisa and another Canadian guy who's here as well doing a program. His name's Jonathan. And the three of us really had such a privileged day with the people that we met and the insights that we gained. I'm feeling very uplifted today, and grateful to this family who have opened their home to me. I mean, they're all sleeping in one room and I have my own room, and I don't feel obviously very comfortable with that, but that's the hospitality that these people always offer. And once again, it's a journey of just learning all the time that it's about people. And these people are no different to us, and what's really connected us today is food. Sharing food, cooking food together, preparing food, washing up. Simple things, but this is what it's got to be based on. And I'm convinced of that. coming and sharing life together. Good night.